Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am back with a drink, you guys, to end the year and to start the new year of 2016. This is called my last holiday martini. Now you might ask me, why did you call it that? And that's because this drink is so fiery and so sexy and so good that you're going to be saying, you remember that time, that last holiday when we yeah, that's how good it is. So let's get into this video. Right now I'm making my jalapeno sugar mixture, which is going to go on the rim of my martini glass. I used a half of a jalapeno with the ribs and the seeds included in it and the sugar. Now I did use my blender, and just for FYI reasons, I will let you know that it did take me a few times to get to the consistency that I'm going to show you. But if you have a food processor, it'll actually work better. Or what you can just do is just really chop the jalapenos really fine and then just add them to your sugar and mix them with a spoon. So after we did that, I took it out the blender, I put it in a little paper plate and let it sit in my refrigerator so that the sugar didn't get melted and all that. So now it's time to make the cranberry jalapeno sauce. This is what's going to make make your drink. This is the star of your drink, you guys. So I took a whole jalapeno. I did take out some of the seeds and the ribs, and that's because I didn't want too much heat in the drink, but I later then went in and added half of a jalapeno, but that was toward the end of it just to put back the flavor or the heat that diluted while the jalapenos were cooking in the sauce. So I added the jalapenos, I added my cranberries, and then we're going to add some sugar and some water. I'm going to stir it all together, and then I'm just going to let it sit and cover it with the lid for 20 minutes. You're going to see the difference between what it looks like now than what it will look like after 20 minutes. The cranberries will be translucent. You're going to actually hear some popping noises too when you cook it. Don't worry, that's what they're supposed to do. The cranberries are starting to pop open and blister. It kind of sounds like popcorn, but it's not. So you're going to let that stir, and you're going to let it simmer on low for 20 minutes, and then it's going to be definitely a difference in consistency. Like I said, your cranberries are going to become translucent, your jalapenos are going to be a little bit darker and green, and then of course the sugar will be totally dissolved. And this is so good, you guys. Once I blended and everything and I tasted it, it's bomb.com. I actually would pour this on top of some ice cream, y'all. It's good that way as well. So like you see, 20 minutes later, the consistency is definitely different, and it sticks to my spoon, which is what you want. You want that thick consistency for it to stick to your spoon, because that's what we need. So once that was done, I poured that into my blender. I washed out my blender, and then I poured it into a clean blender, and I added the other half that we originally used for my sugar mixture. I added that, seeds, stem, and all. Added that to my sauce, which is going to give back that heat that it lost while it was cooking with the jalapenos at the original point. So we're gonna let it blend until everything is well blended all together. And you guys, the look and the color of this is so freaking pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. But we're not gonna stop there. We're gonna actually pour this through a mesh strainer. I want to make sure to make it, I want it to look velvety and just clean. I don't want any particles from the cranberries or the jalapenos to be in my drink, because that will not be cute. So I'm going to pour it through a mesh strainer, and then once I pour all of it in there, I'm going to then put it into my freezer and let it cool down. And you see right there how it looks. It looks like sauce. It coats your spoon just right, and it's so pretty. So like I said, we're going to put it in the freezer, let it cool down for 10 minutes, and then now it's time to make the drink, you guys. Woo, woo. So I'm taking my martini glass, which I left in my freezer, and let it get chilled for 10 minutes. I'm covering it with some water, and then I'm going to take the jalapeno sugar mixture that we made earlier, and I'm going to start to turn my martini glass around so that it can go around the rim of the glass, you guys, which is going to add even more of a kick to this drink. You don't have to do this, but I actually love it. I love it for color, and it just looks so pretty when I pour the drink in there. So then after we get everything all coated with that, now it's time to make the drink, you guys. Now I do not have a shaker, but I do have a mason jar, which actually works just as good as a shaker. So save you some money, some time. If you don't have a shaker, don't worry about it. But if you have a mason jar, which pretty much everybody does nowadays, you can use that instead, which is what I did. I threw some ice in there. I threw some of my sauce in there, some regular cranberry juice, and I threw the vodka in there as well. And now it's time to shake, 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 shake. That's all I can say. So after we shake and we let it get to a good consistency, now it's time to decorate the drink. We're gonna pour or place some cranberries at the bottom of it. They're gonna float at the top. They're gonna look all cute and pretty. And then we're going to take the lid of the mason jar and strain the drink through. Make sure not to get any ice in the martini glass. That's a big no-no. And voila, there you guys go. You have my last holiday martini drink, which is going to give you a kick in the butt. Yes, this is a good drink, and definitely the talk of the party. Everybody will be asking you how you made it, and it's just delicious. And I'm going to add a jalapeno for garnish. Thank you so much all for watching. Love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Love and good eats.